Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Precious and I'm back again with another video. So today I'm with
Hi, I'm Wana.
and if you've seen from the title of the video, we are here to talk about our 2 weeks experience
in the hospital.
In the hospital, yeah. And if it's your first time here, please don't forget to don't forget to subscribe to this channel and become part of the family. And if you do not know anything about us, we are medical students. We're in our 4th year, halfway through our 4th year. And after having online classes like for 1 whole year, we decided we needed to see what the hospital is really like, because we missed out on some of our practical classes like last semester since it was online. So we said we need to actually than just watching online. I think if you've not watched the video yet, I did a morning routine what my online classes are like. So after this video, go and watch the other one. But yeah, so we wanted to go and experience the hospital and we're going to answer questions. I just let you guys know how it really was for us. So are you ready for this?
I'm ready to relive the memories of the hospital.
So the first question is, what was the first day like?
Well, how was first day, darling? Let's give you a little bit of a background story, We went to apply, and I was supposed to be in IMED, internal medicine department, and she was supposed to be in obstetrics and gynecology. We were all excited about our beautiful
Studied
department.
the whole night.
I studied for IMED and she studied for obstetrics. And we went there first day in the morning. We had to start texting each other. Darling, I think we have switched.
I studied so much obs and gyne, and when I reached an amazing report talking about diabetes, I'm like, I think I'm in
I arrived in the labor ward and I was just being chased. They chased me. Yeah, they told me to get out.
So that was a first day experience.
It was just don't show up at the hospital.
We are joking. Go and if it's your dream, I beg, go and follow your dreams.
Go, but study before you go. But go. But just study. But go.
I think they chased you because there was an emergency going on.
Yeah, there was
right?
an emergency.
There was
Not
an
like
emergency.
I just reached and they chased. No, they were kind. Yeah.
We'll talk more about the experience. Trust me, I think hers was more deeper than mine. But anyway, for my first day experience, I made a good friend, which was like really important because I was super nervous. And I think I took a short video of the first day that we thought we were going to be in the hospital, because a day before we went with the impression that today was going to be our first day. But then the doctor was like, go back and study, come back to like, do we look that bad? Like we don't know what we are doing. But anyway, so I'll insert that video so that you can see.
First day of clinical rotations.
Like how nervous she was. I feel like you're more excited than me.
Excited.
Excited. I was super nervous. But yeah, apart from that, my first day was actually not that bad. I made a friend and I spent the entire day sitting listening to patients who were coming back for checkup. Like, yeah, patients with diabetes, hypertension, stuff like that. So it wasn't that bad. For you were
Okay, no, being chased was not the highlight. Like it was okay. I got to actually see patients, postpartum and everything. It was interesting. I didn't lose my what's jayo in English. I didn't lose my motivation. Yeah, I didn't lose my energy. It was still good. Yeah.
That was our first day. And then the next question is, what was the hardest thing to do?
Do you want to go first?
Okay, to be honest, every day going to that hospital was the hardest thing for me. Number one, because I was in IMED, I feel like there was so much I needed to study, and we haven't yet done internal medicine. We're in the same class. We haven't yet done internal medicine, we haven't yet done obs and gyne. So this was us literally going to just observe the doctors. So I needed to study to at least know what was going on. It's not nice you spend 2 weeks in the hospital and you're totally lost about what's going on. So I used to wake up 04 or 04:30, like between the two, to study. And I'm not a morning person. It's not my thing.
We
I'm
are
not morning
people.
So that was one of the hardest things to do. It was waking up 04:30 to study, number one. Number two, entering the gates of the hospital every day. Like each time we entered, I was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. And why? Because it was kind of hard, you know, when you don't know what's going on, and the doctors really expected us, comparing us to the Zambian students, they expected us to know more than we actually knew. So because of that, yeah,
it was a little bit hard.
It was a little bit hard. I don't know for you what was the hardest thing.
The hardest thing was having to approach patients. I know,
that was hard.
I know. I'm like a medical student, and this is supposed to be easy or something. Like, it doesn't come naturally, guys. It doesn't. Like having to literally just show up in front of a patient and and talk to them and examine them and actually touch a patient.
Yeah,
oh my God!
Actually talking to patients, I dreaded it. Whenever I had to go click or take history of a patient, I'm like, why do I have to do this? Give me
it's
something
not
else
the
to
easiest
do.
thing, but yeah, at least we have experience now.
Yeah, we have experience.
But yeah, it wasn't easy just to hi. I'm this and this. I'm going to
student.
examine you, and you know it's not. You can't just show up in front of someone and just start touching them.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy, but
It wasn't easy. But wearing like the lab coats made it.
a little bit.
Because some people, but anyway, some people mistook us for nurses. I don't know our age. Anyway, the next question is: were the doctors in the hospital friendly? Let's talk about the obs and going department. Okay, I have a department
In life. This is something I learned in life. The world doesn't owe you kindness. Not like not everyone is going to be kind to you just
The world
because you're
doesn't
kind.
revolve around you.
No. You might exude all the kindness you have.
Don't
but
expect it to come back in return.
no.
But
That being said, yeah, I had some really nice doctors. Don't let me deceive you. Like there were some God sent people out there. Like, oh my God, like. There were some really nice doctors who would stop to explain and teach you and help you and not look at you like you're dumb.
But I think sometimes someone would look at you like, you don't know this, why don't you know this? But yeah, like as she said, even for IMED, like the doctors were super friendly. Like I literally told them when we stopped because we have exams and other things we need to do, so we stopped for it. Like we paused on the hospital and our classes are starting on Monday. But I literally went to tell them, I'm like, you guys were so hospitable. The doctors were really friendly, wanting to help, although it kind of confused them. Like, I've been a medical student for 1 year, like an online medical student. But apart from that, the doctors were friendly. You just had to, be friendly yourself too. Yeah. And
but other than them being nice, as with experience. No, it's okay. You don't expect everyone to be as kind as you are, right? So it's not like every doctor we bumped into was so excited to have us next to them. No, some of them, one maybe, was a little hostile. Yeah,
there were sour experiences here and there.
Yeah, it's not everyone, but at least there were some really nice kind people. Yeah.
The next question is, did this experience make you love medicine more? Okay, for me, like when you look at a doctor who knows what they are doing, who's attending to patients, it looked really nice. Like you really want to get there. But when you think of the process of where I currently am to reach where that doctor is, that is where...
Oh my God.
Yes. That is where it was kind of like, God, will I ever? But it's possible. You just, of course, medicine, you always have to study hard. But yeah, it did make me love medicine more. Like now when I see anyone in scrubs, I scream.
I get quite excited.
Yeah, I get like, I think it did.
It did for me too, honestly. Yeah, at least it's like shifting from the theory part of medicine into the actual practical part of medicine. So it was quite exciting to think, I'll be doing this for the rest of my life. It was quite exciting. It was quite exciting.
The next question is, what was your highlight of the 2 weeks? We spent 2 weeks, kind of 3 weeks, but the amount of days we spent actually working with the doctors or learning from the doctors was 2 weeks. So what was your highlight?
What was my highlight? I think I have two. One was making friends. I met some really nice Zambian students who were a year ahead of me, but they treated me, they were so welcoming. They helped me. They sent me books. They were so nice. Like, oh my gosh, you guys. Making those friends, and two was getting the actual experience, oh my god, of doing a physical examination. Like,
and this is Obzangai, mind you. So
yeah, it's not so easy to just approach a pregnant lady and be like, oh hey, can I check your baby? Type of thing. So it was a highlight, because studying abroad is not so easy with this beautiful skin color to do that to a pregnant woman. So it was a highlight to be able to actually, literally on my own, with like no help. It was
wonderful.
Nice.
That's how you know someone really loves the medicine. I think for me, you said you're two. Did you mention two, or you said yeah? So for me, my highlight every day was actually seeing, like, when I'd see the doctors like work really hard to solve a patient's case, and then they sing few days later, because I think I got, in the 2 weeks I got to see a number of patients, and I was mostly in the wards. I got to see a number of patients discharged. Just the joy on their face when they're told you're going home and you're fine.
Aww.
And just like, it made me, I know this might sound a bit weird and it shouldn't, but it made me appreciate God more on how much he gave us the knowledge enough. Like, he allowed us to be able to understand the human body the way we do, or the way people have discovered in the past. And yeah, it was just beautiful when you just tell a patient that, oh, today you are better, you are going home. The joy. I don't know if you remember, those one who was been calling like, they've told me I'm coming home, come and get me. Yeah. But that was, every time it was a highlight. The next question is, what's one thing you'd have done differently, or 2 things, or 100 things? What would you have done differently, Wana?
For me, okay, I kind of went with a mentality of, I'm not doing obs and gynes this semester. I don't need to study as hard for obs and gynes. Girl, please. I wish I had studied more. Like, I feel like I would have understood things 3 times as better if I had the theory. If I had the theory in my mind, then I'm like doing the practicals, but I've never studied obs and gynes. I've never read about it, except when I was studying like for it, like maybe in the mornings, in the evenings, or just in the hospital. I wish I had like more knowledge, so that I had more knowledge of things I was doing. Sometimes I would just show up and just be lost. That's what I would have done differently.
I think for me, what I would have done differently is ask the doctors more questions. I was very hesitant. I'm not a very, can I say, yeah. I find it very difficult to actually be like, you meet someone for the first time and then you're all up. Yes, I'd rather just be in my zone. So I found it very difficult. Like, the doctor would be doing a procedure, checking up. Even sometimes I'll see them writing in the patient's book and I wouldn't understand something and I wouldn't ask. I'll just be looking. For what I could write, I would write and go and research at home. But sometimes it's better if you get explanation from someone who's actually doing it, you understand better. So that's something I'd have done differently. Probably asked to learn more procedures, like, how do you do this? What are you physically examining and all that stuff? Because not every doctor who will stop to show you every part of what you're doing. Like, some of them, they were rushing to get done with the patient. So yeah, that's what I would have done differently.
I think I would have also like pushed myself to be all up in the ward. Like, I understand why I didn't, because it got hectic. Like, there was a point where we both just got tired of, because no one's paying you for this, it's just you and you wanting to know, you wanting to be there. I really wish I had been there, like, for a night shift at least. Like, I wish I pushed myself to be there.
Then take more advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah.
The last thing is, any advice for any medical student who's thinking about going to the hospital, debating about studying medicine, even though we are not completely done? But I think we can say 1 or 2 things.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yes, one, go first.
My advice for medical students:
study hard. Like, I should be your armor. Study hard.
Yeah, but for study hard, especially if you're studying abroad, you really need to put in effort twice as much effort for passing in the country that you're studying in, and effort for when you go back to your country, and what shifting back into the systems that are there in your country type of thing. Just put the effort. It's not as hard as it seems sometimes. Like sometimes you just need to encourage yourself in the Lord. And the other times, like, it's doable. It's very doable. Like, yeah.
It's life. You cannot forever be in your comfort zone.
Yeah, just step out and go to the hospital.
This was beyond our comfort zone.
Yeah, it was super uncomfortable.
Comfort zone is waking up, and I don't know at what time, sitting in the room. But we're just like, we need to do this if we're going to achieve what we dream of achieving. Because this is a dream that we've been chasing. We've done what we can to be where we are, so we need to continue doing more to get where we need to be. So yeah, like, it's never too late to actually go to hospital, to either start observing. I think, if I don't know which medical school you're from, where if you're able to get a letter from school, because we had to get letters from our school just to prove that we're medical students, and just follow a doctor. Like, it's never too late. Even during holidays, we did this during a holiday, even though this was just the beginning. We're doing this video because for ourselves, we want to come back and look back one day and see, like, how it was, like, our first experience. Because this was my first experience in the hospital, apart from being a patient.
Me too.
And I got to see things from a doctor's point of view. Yeah. So it's never too late. Like, go to the hospital. Don't hesitate. Don't be scared. Even if you haven't started studying, trust me, the hospital will make you open the books. I never thought I could wake up at 04. Ask her. I love my sleep. It was the hardest thing.
Even if you don't know, when you go there, you have the motivation to go and know things.
So I know this is kind of different from, like, abroad, like America and these other places, the way they do their medicine. So go, if you are, don't know, you're whichever medical student, wherever you are from, just go and observe. Spend time. Like, it makes you fall in love more with what you've chosen to do, and it broadens your mind, makes you understand things that you don't understand in class, and things that you won't forget because you've seen them in real life. But
anemia.
Oh yes, we had an experience with anemia. And has made us, like, anemia is stuck in the head because of something that happened. So yeah, I think that's all I have.
Go for it. Don't wait. You won't learn anything by sitting at home. Go, even if you look clueless for the first 1 week or 2 weeks. Just go. You thank yourself 2 years down the line.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you so much for watching this video.
Thank you for reliving the 2 weeks. Awesome 2 weeks with us.
Yeah, it was looking back, it was really amazing. I was so sad leaving. It's different from the first day, which I think I've already inserted the clip. Like, the first day, I was super scared. But yeah, it was worth it.
It was very worth it.
It was worth it. And we are going back.
Definitely.
Because this is what we're doing for the rest of our life. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like. Yes, please, guys, you like to help this channel. So I beg, take a moment now, just press the like button, just down. And if it's your first time, you've never seen our beautiful faces, subscribe. Subscribe to this family. And if there's any other thing that you'd like to hear from us about being fourth year, because we are right in the middle, like, we have 2.5 years left, so we're right in the middle. We're not, like, the most experienced, and we do know, like, 1 or 2 things. So if you feel free, and anything else?
Comment.
Oh yes, comment. Please, I beg, leave a comment in the comment section. Oh yeah? Bye. See you next time.